In today's video, I'm going to be replacing the oil cooler to thermostat housing coolant hose on a Mk3 Mondeo ST. So guys, yeah, the other day I had a really good day at Spring Action Day. The video to that is on the channel if you want to go and see it. But the Mondeo decided it didn't want to cool itself anymore because this pipe broke and all the coolant went everywhere. So it slowly started to rise in temperature. Didn't overheat, but it started to rise in temperature a bit. So tracked it down to this particular hose. This is the oil cooler to thermostat housing hose. They are £12. The link is in the description. And I'm going to be showing you how to replace it. It's not too bad of a job. It's just a bit hard to get to, but nothing you can't do on the driveway. So yeah, let's jump in. So yeah, the Mondeo is leaking coolant quite badly. To get to the hose in question, we need to remove the battery. So take off the cover, undo the terminals using 10mm, then the brace and lift out the battery, then the under tray. You can see the top of the hose here underneath the fuel rail at the front of the engine. To get to it, we need to remove these few pipes and plugs. First, simply pull off the pipes, then go around and undo all the bolts, and then set all the wires and pipes to one side. We now have way better access for the hose clamp tool, and there's a link in the bio for the tool I use. You can get it into the gap and pull off the hose. Busy. We need to now remove the starter motor. I've got a full video on starter motor removal on my channel, link in the bio. But it's not a difficult job, it's just a couple of 13mm bolts and you don't need to remove the wires for any of this job. As you can simply set the starter motor aside once it's off. If you now look down the same area from earlier, you should be able to see the bottom of the hose on the oil cooler. So it's a bit hard to explain, but take the hose clamp tool and slot it in alongside the starter motor area. And taking your other hand, reach down the front of the engine and feel for it. Annoyingly, this part is purely done on feel. And I couldn't film it effectively. You're just trying to remove the hose and clamp. And as you can see, my girlfriend is being really helpful filming me. So guys, this is the pipe in question. You can see it looks like that. Again, the link is in the description of this video. There is the culprit of why we lost most of the coolant, or at least the coolant was starting to trickle out. What I believe has happened is over time this hose has like ballooned. It doesn't feel as nice anymore. The rubber is very mushy. I think it's crimped a bit like that. You can see where like a bit of the heat has got to it there, and it's just split over time. Something I will say, if you do have an intermittent problem like mine did, ever since I owned the car, I noticed that occasionally the temperature gauge would rise and fall. It wouldn't overheat, but it would rise and fall. It wouldn't ever stay rock steady. And I think this was probably the beginnings of that issue. This pipe was splitting, it was letting air into the system, it was letting coolant out of the system, and occasionally we were getting like a cold air blast even though the heating was on full, and it was annoying. This has now made itself apparent, so if you do have a similar issue like that, I would go ahead and check all the thermostat housing hoses to see if you've got a hole. But yeah, that's that can go in the bin, and we'll get on and replace it with a nice new one.
Mid-video brew with a Leroy and the car that broke his finger.
Now for the replacement. You simply need to put the hose back on and the clamp, and then do the same at the top. It's now a lot easier with the starter motor removed. You can then replace everything. So now, fill up the reservoir with water and coolant and start the car. While it's getting up to temperature, you should check for leaks. And I'm not doing a full coolant system bleed as I didn't drain all the coolant. Allowing the system to idle with the cap off should be okay for this job. Right then guys, that brings us to the end of the video. I hope you enjoyed learning how to change this thermostat housing hose, because obviously your car needs to cool itself. I think this has been a problem for a while because the car's always fluctuated in temperature in the time I've had it. And like we showed you earlier, like I said earlier, this is it's been crimped basically, and it's obviously split because of it. So yeah, good job all round. We get heat back in the car, the AC works again properly, and the cooling air works, and obviously the car stays nice and cool since it's now getting into spring and the days are getting hotter and longer. So guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope you've enjoyed and you've learned something. I hope you can follow along if you do it yourself. I'm sure it's probably very similar on all the other engines on the Mondeos. I can't imagine they're too difficult. Also, any engine that uses the 2.2 diesel from this era. If you've enjoyed the video guys, don't forget to like it, don't forget to subscribe to the channel for more content like this, and I will see you in my next video. Keep enjoying your crusty rusty modified cars.